Good day everyone, hope you're well. Today we are going to have a look at EMS grade 9 combined activity 3 and we are only going to have a look at 1.1. The following are some of the transactions of Wonder Shop, owner Ms. Wonder, during June 2020. You are required to analyze the transactions that took place on the 1st, the 2nd, the 6th, the 7th and the 24th. The accounting equation. Alright, so let's have a look at those transactions. Before we continue, it is very important to remember that the markup on cost is 50%. So let's go and calculate these amounts in our accounting equation. On the first, Ms. Wonder increased her capital contribution to 32,000 Rand. She made a direct deposit into the bank account of Wonder Shop. Now let's have a look what was the capital before she increased it. It was 15,000. Now she's increasing it to 32,000. So this transaction's value will be 32,000 minus 15,000. And that will equal 17,000. Let's go and put that into my accounting equation. Now it was a direct deposit, which means my source document must be a bank statement. My journal, the business is receiving money, therefore cash receipt journal. My bank will increase. Bank is classified as an asset and assets increase in the debit side. Therefore, I will indicate this influence plus 17,000 under my assets account. Account being credited will be my capital. Capital is an owner's equity account and owner's equity increases in the credit side and it will always have a positive influence on my owner's equity. We did not work with liabilities, therefore 17,000 equals 17,000 plus 0. We've done that one correctly. Let's have a look at the transaction that took place on the 2nd. On the 2nd, cash sales of 1,500 Rand, but first we need to calculate cost price. So cash sales, selling price of 1,500 Rand, we are going to take selling price in Rand divided by selling price in percentage and multiply by the percentage that we want. We want cost price, so cost price percentage, and that will equal 1,000 Rand cost price. Let's go and put that in. When you have sales, your source document will be the cash register roll. We received money, so the journal will be cash receipt journal. The bank or the account being debited will be my bank since I'm receiving money, and the amount that I'm receiving 1,500. Remember, as in the previous transaction, bank is an asset increases in the debit side, as I indicated in my accounting equation. Then why is bank increasing? Because I had sales. Sales is classified as an income, and income increases in the credit side, and income will always have a positive influence on my owner's equity. We did not work with liabilities, therefore 1,500 equals 1,500 plus 0. Right, now second part of this transaction, to make money I also need to spend money. To have sales I also had cost of sales. Cost of sales is an expense account, and expenses will increase in the debit side, and expenses will always have a negative influence on my owner's equity. Then also my trading stock will decrease. Remember, the client is physically taking it out of my store and taking it home. Trading stock is classified as an asset account, and assets will decrease in my credit side. So therefore let's indicate this. Minus 1,000 will equal minus 1,000 plus 0. We have done this one correctly as well. Let's have a look at the transaction that took place on the 6th. Paid the wages directly into the bank account of 2 employees, 8,400 Rand. paid directly means my source document must be bank statement. I am paying money, therefore my journal will be the cash payments journal, and my bank will decrease since I am paying money. Right, bank is classified as an asset, and asset decreases in the credit side, therefore minus 8,400 Rand. That will go out of my bank. Why? Because I paid wages. Wages is classified as an expense account, and expenses will increase in the debit side, and expenses will always have a negative influence on my owner's equity. Right, so we did not work with liabilities, therefore minus 8,400 will equal minus 8,400 plus 0. Let's have a look at the transaction that took place on the 7th. F. Masala, D4, which means it's a debtor, paid 8,000 Rand directly into the bank account of Wanda Shop. So this is a debtor settling their debts. They said pay directly, which means source documents must be bank statement. We as a business are receiving money, therefore cash receipts journal, and my bank will increase since I'm receiving money. Bank is classified as an asset. Assets increases in the debit side. Let's show this increase in assets. 8,000 Rand increase in assets. Why did my assets increase? Because a debtor settled their debt. Debtors control. Debtors control is classified as an asset account, and assets decreases in the credit side, and let's show the influence then, minus 8,000 Rand. Right, so basically what happened here, a person owed me money and they settled their debts, therefore my debtors control. The people that owe me money, that balance will decrease with 8,000 Rand, and my bank will increase with that same amount since I received the money, and I will put it in my bank for safekeeping. I did not work with owner's equity. I also did not work with liabilities. Therefore, 8,000 minus 8,000 equals 0 plus 0. I have done this one correctly as well. Let's have a look at the transaction on the 24th. F. Masala bought goods for 6,900 Rand. I see I already put the calculation for cost price in here. I will take my selling price 6,900 divide by selling price percentage multiplied by cost price percentage, and I will get my cost price of 4,600 Rand. So F. Masala bought goods for 6,900 Rand, and then we will issue him an invoice. You need to remember this is a debtor, so he still owes us the money. The source document will be an invoice. The journal will be the debtor's journal. My debtor's control will increase since a debtor is owing me more money. Remember, a debtor's control account is an asset account, and therefore my assets will increase with 6,900 Rand. Why is my debtor's control increasing? Because I had sales. Sales is classified as an income account, and income increases in the credit side and will always have a positive influence on my owner's equity. There you go. And then to make money, I need to spend money. I had cost of sales. Remember, we already calculated cost of sales. Cost of sales is an expense account, and expenses increases in the debit side and will always have a negative influence on my owner's equity. And then my trading stock will decrease because the client is taking it home. So my trading stock in my store, which is an asset, will decrease, and assets decreases in the credit side. So minus 4,600 Rand. So minus 4,600 Rand will equal minus 4,600 Rand plus 0. We have done that one correctly as well. Let's have a look at the transaction that took place on the 24th. F. Masala bought goods for 6,000. Oh, the next one on the 24th. I'm sorry. Received a check from S. Swift for 1,980 Rand in part payment of her account. Issued receipt 01. So we are receiving money and we are giving the original receipt to the client, and we will keep the duplicate receipt. Duplicate receipt will be our source document. We are receiving money, therefore our journal will be the cash receipt journal, and our bank will increase since we are receiving money. Bank is classified as an asset and increases in the debit side, therefore 1,980 Rand. I just want to double check the amount. 1,000. Yes, I am correct. Right, so because a debtor is settling their debt, my debtors control account will decrease because they don't owe me the money anymore. Debtors control also an asset account will decrease with 1,980 Rand. Remember, assets increases in the debit side and decreases in the credit side. 1,980 Rand minus 1,980 Rand will equal 0 plus 0. That's the accounting equation. I hope this helped. Have a great day.